Well, I just got the call this morning that we are no longer in charge of this gate. So it's time to move on, and I've just started coffee for Shauna. I'm definitely gonna have a coffee in hand when I get her up. Now I've got to pack up the lights and shut down the generator, get all our stuff packed up, and we need to come together with some plans for what we're gonna do next. Good morning.
Good morning.
Sorry I had to get you up a couple hours early.
Yeah, I feel a little busted, honestly. But we thought this gate would be ending, so yeah, it makes sense, right? Have they offered us a new gate?
They've said there's gates available.
Okay, well,
I didn't commit.
Yeah, don't commit before talking to me ever, Andrew.
Yeah.
I think, in light of us trying to sell Dreamboat and us accepting summer employment elsewhere,
yep,
I think that we should take a timeout, take a beat, put this trailer into storage, get Dreamboat ready for his scheduled showings and people who are interested.
Yep.
And take some time to deep clean. We are going on a long trip. We're going on a long trip.
Yeah.
And then I think we should make sure our running gear and just like safety stuff.
Yeah, there's a running list of stuff that we've
sort of been like neglecting while we were on the gate.
Yep.
But I know that there's a bunch of stuff that we need to order and check, and that is paramount with us traveling distance. I'm excited to travel, but there'll be cost with that. So
yep. Packing up the Airstream here. Pretty sure if I flip this guy over, there's a red hourglass on the other side. Confirmed. Black Widow. And let's see who else we've got here. And Scorpion.
alright, let's shake the tanks.
Tank shaking time.
I think to transition from nights to days, becoming a day walker. My vampire days are over for a little while.
Yeah, it's going to take some adjustment. We're going the wrong way right now to get our sensor off the fence.
All right, let's have you fill the tanks, dump, so that everything is ready to go. And we've been given permission to put this in the work lot, even though we've told them we would like to not accept a new contract.
Yeah, I was vague. I think 24 hours would be very reasonable. We'll see.
Okay, and then we'll call the storage place and ask if we can store this, which means I'll have to defrost the fridge. Yep. All right, let's get started.
All right, so I've packed up the lights and I've dumped and filled our tanks.
The company lights?
Company lights are put away. The canopy that we're using for shades put away. And I think we're in good shape there. I'm trying to think through the list of things I need to make sure are taken care of before we roll. I'll jump in. We got to grab that upper sensor. I don't know what's happening.
I feel like we need to have a real serious conversation about the scope of work.
Yeah.
Before we even consider that.
Yep. Yeah, there's just so many errands and things that we can take advantage of this free time to do.
Right.
I'm gonna take a couple days here, see what we can get done, and then maybe assess after we get the chores taken care of.
Some things you might not know about gate guarding. One, you're RVing, but you're not actually camping. So there are some things that, bother campers, like loud music. I can listen to my music as loud as I want on the gate and nobody cares. I try not to listen to anything that would offend anybody, a rancher or any property owner or any of the people who work there. But I can thunder bump and all night long if Andrew can sleep through it. So, that's one way that it isn't like camping or boondocking. The second point where it differs is sort of like that argument for people you see on the internet, dark skies. Oh, I don't know why people need their lights on and all of that. Well,
bottom line here is you need your lights on.
All the lights. More lights.
It's a safety issue. Trucks need to see you. The snakes, you need to see them. Yeah, you need those lights on. Imagine it's raining and there's trucks and they can't really see very much.
I would like to put my personal trailer lights, swap out some of those LED bulbs with some red, maybe, or amber, but red is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So that less bugs are attracted to the trailer for the next time we're gate guarding.
Yeah, the bugs definitely get attracted to the big lights, but it's nice to have them at a distance.
Right.
And the bugs stay over there.
Look at that. Is that a beehive or a birdhouse?
Holes in it suggest birdhouse.
Oh,
But it does look like a hive box.
it really does look like a hive box. Another way that gate guarding isn't like camping is there are concerns about safety. I think the oil field industry is notoriously high risk, and that does not exclude gate guarding.
Yeah, there's definitely one specific threat. That's hydrogen sulfide gas, H2S. Yeah, that's it comes out of the ground with the oil. And
it wasn't an issue at our last gate, but at this gate they gave us a sensor.
Yeah, and at the well sites they've got self-contained breathing units in case there's any kind of leak. They can put that stuff on and make repairs because
Actually,
they cannot breathe it in high concentration.
Right through our gate there was a breather box just in case, because that's how close we were.
Yeah, it's basically sitting there, so if you're entering the site you can put it on if you have to make a repair.
I think that some of the guys even were getting hazard pay as they were coming through the gate if they had to use the unit.
Yeah, they
Anyway, you're less likely to find stuff like that at a campground.
Yeah. While I walk around the corner through this wash, let me tell you a quick little story. When we were kids, known Sean a long time. When we were kids, we were out driving one day, and she gave me this kind of sinister little smile as we're flying down this dirt road, and coming to this corner, she just floats the car sideways, just full power slide on the gravel, and I kind of freaked out. I might have put my feet on the dash real quick, and you know, as we come out of the corner, she just squares it right up and just keeps on flying. Dust cloud sending behind us. It was something. I think I was hooked at that time. I think I was pretty well hooked. One of the other things that makes gate guarding not like camping is you've got smells sometimes. Things you can't necessarily get away from, like the provided diesel generator. It has to run all night for the lights and a lot of time in the daytime. If you want to run the AC, then you need the power to do it. It comes from the generator. So diesel fumes are something you can't really get away from. There's also animal smells. We had cows up to about 10 feet away from us. So
Cow smells don't bother me, mostly because I grew up in the country and they were pretty much everywhere all the time.
Yeah.
And that's just, you know, you grow up in the country, you grow up on a farm, there's those kind of smells. A different smell is the this like rotten egg sort of odor from the H2S.
Yeah, and that can be a little stronger, or you may not smell it for days. It all depends on which way the wind is blowing.
Right. And the guys basically said, if you can smell that smell at all, you need to have a sensor. So then they like provided us with one.
Yeah, it never went off. It never detected enough to be any kind of problem.
It gets diluted enough so quickly that I think it wasn't an issue, but it's something to be aware of. I mean, you just never, you never know.
There's another smell that kind of crept up on us and surprised us. We, when the road got dusty, they would come with a water truck and spray water on it.
I love that waterman.
Yeah.
I was going to run away with him.
Yeah, no, the dust can be really awful at times. And I think the water they're spraying on the road is clean, but it's got like a smell. Chemical.
Yeah, a lot of times I think those oil field trucks, you know, when they're pumping off the waters from the ponds and whatever, the water isn't like potable water.
Yeah, so you get like a oily, diesel-y kind of smell.
Chemical smell every time they were spraying our road. So it's a mixed bag, right?
Whether that smell persists or not.
Right. If it dries really fast, then you get the dust back a lot sooner and the smell is gone. And if it doesn't dry really fast, it lingers. Again, all of that stuff just comes with the territory, and it didn't really bother me. But for some people who are like super sensitive to that kind of smell,
yep,
stuff like there are individuals out there who like can't handle even like riding in the elevator with perfume, someone else who has perfume and stuff.
And you just kind of have to
Gotta go with the flow.
Yeah, tolerate.
But again, not a big deal to me. It could be for others. Another way that gate guarding is not like camping. At a campground, I've heard tell of people getting really aggravated when kids or other people cut through their space to get
This doesn't really bother us unless
I don't care.
things are hitting us.
Like, I just don't care if packs of feral children are just running around. I just don't care.
If they're having fun, that's fine.
Right. But I have heard that can be really aggravating for people in terms of like campground etiquette. So
You won't have that. You won't have kids running around. That's the good news.
No, you won't have kids running around, but you have everybody else. Like, you have gators coming and going at different times a day, ATVs, horses, horse trailers, ranch trucks.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, all of the oil field.
Yeah. It's on their schedule, not yours, so you kind of have to adapt to being interrupted.
Right, and that's part of the job, but like traffic just coming and sneaking up on you from any angle at any time of day, that's just part of being in this work. People come right up to your door, and that is what it is.
Yeah.
So again, even though we're RVing for this work, differs a lot from camping.
Yeah. Sean has already touched on the music a little bit, but I wanted to expand on the sound category a little bit. It's noisy. You kind of have no say who's driving what by. There's trucks, there's, equipment. We've got a flare that was kind of near us. It gives like a jet engine-y noise a lot of the time, and it just goes all night, 24 hours a day.
The diesel generator clanging around next to your coach.
Yeah.
Sound. Again, we set up our schedule and we site ourselves at our location to help mitigate some of that type of...
We figured out that if we parked the truck between the trailer and the generator, it would deaden the sound significantly, and that was a plus.
Right. Again, it's just part of the work. It doesn't bother us. I'm happy to be doing this. I'm happy to have that work. I'm a little tired right now. It's worth it to us. It's worth it, but it might not be worth it to somebody else.
With gate guarding, you have to be okay with everything being interrupted. Every single thing. As soon as you put something on the stove, somebody shows up. Everything. As
All
soon
the things.
You haven't seen somebody in 2 hours, you go to the bathroom, guaranteed they will show up immediately.
It's like they know.
Yeah, it's
kind of funny. You just have to be flexible.
Yeah.
You have to be flexible and just kind of roll with it. And
I pulled my head out of the fridge.
This feels really rough.
This is rough right here.
Oh,
That's
whoa. And I'm not even going. I'm going.
Clearly
40?
they repaved it because something was bad.
Yikes.
So yeah, the moral of the story is you just have to be flexible to be able to do this work. Whoa, that's a blown tire right in front of us. Blown tire. He has no idea. Nope, now he's got a blinker on. Wow. That was flying shreds.
Oh, just slow down like that.
Good thing you were far enough back that it didn't fly up at us, because that was a couple big chunks. He's pulled over, so that's good news.
My heart.
Yep. 18-wheeler type truck just lost the rear tire.
Wow. Yeehaw, baby. It's never a dull moment.
Yeah, do not want chunks of tire hitting the Airstream.
It's not high drama, but stay safe out there, guys. Stay safe.
Stay safe out there.
I am so short on sleep. It's going to be good. It's going to be good to become a day walker again. It will be nice to be able to go for a 2-mile walk and have the scenery change while I'm doing it. Wow.
That bug's guts are bright green.
This bug has exploded.
I couldn't have taken a picture of the color so people could believe us.
You may be wondering where we're going, and we kind of have no idea. What we're going to do for today, and that's as far as we've made it, is take our trailer to the employee lot, drop it, and then tomorrow we are going to have to make some decisions.